Any one of them I touch, they will sit down. Any one of them I touch will sit down.
Lay down.
Man will sit down on his ass. Trust me. Learn.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So Tyson Fury's mandatory, Dillian Whyte, he finally gave his take. He finally reacted to the Tyson Fury-Deontay Wilder fight. He talked about facing Otto Whyte next, and he talked about fighting against Tyson Fury once he gets past Otto Whyte. But he doesn't sound extremely optimistic when it comes to his chances of even getting that fight if he gets past Otto. I'm going to go ahead and play a clip of what Dillian Whyte had to actually say about the situation, and then I'm going to give my full take. Check it out.
Well, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. There was a lot of to and fro. You know, obviously a lot of knockdowns as well. But, you know, the fact when exactly I thought it was going to go, I thought Wilder put the muscle in the wrong place. He just put a bunch of muscle in his upper body, and I thought that it would tire, but I thought that it would have pressed up. He would have tried to knock Fury out in the first 2 rounds, to be honest. But I knew Fury would lean in him and maul him. So the fight went exactly how I thought it was going to win. But Wilder did a little bit better than I thought he would have done, to be honest.
What I'm really interested in, Dylan, is what you're thinking inside your head at this point in terms of your trajectory. Are you eyeing up one of these two for a future fight?
You know what? I'll be lying if I said I'm not looking at them. Obviously, I'm definitely looking at fighting Tyson Fury. But for me now, my main focus is Otto Whyte, which is my next fight. I'm focusing on fighting Otto Whyte, and he's a dangerous operator. I cannot afford to overlook him because he gave Fury 40-something stitches and pushed Fury all the way to the wire in a very close fight. But I'm definitely looking to fight Tyson Fury next. Well, Wilder's got nothing to offer me now at the minute. Fury's got the belt, so why would I want to fight Wilder? Wilder had a chance to fight me for 3 years. He kept me waiting for 3 years. They want to fight me. You know, obviously, Tyson Fury's been mandated to fight me twice, didn't fight me. So now, hopefully, WBC forced a position and he has no choice but to fight me. And let's be honest, it's a massive British fight. You know, it's a major fight for Britain as well. 2 British fighters fighting for the heavyweight world championship. That'd be great, you know.
Dillian Whyte is absolutely right. That would be a huge fight in the UK, probably 80 to 100,000 fans. Matter of fact, Bob Arum, that's actually the fight that he wants to make next. But now it really comes down to what Tyson Fury wants. It would make absolutely no sense for Tyson Fury to wait for Usyk, sit on the bench for a whole year when he has his mandatory Dillian Whyte in a big fight. The crazy thing about this is Tyson Fury, he often fights against no-name fighters just to stay active. This is why he fought against Tom Schwartz. This is why he fought against Otto Whyte, so he can stay busy, he can stay active. So if Tyson Fury was willing to fight 2 guys that no one knew, why would he not be willing to fight his mandatory in one of the biggest heavyweight fights in UK history? Well, Tyson Fury, he just actually came out and he said that he's not interested in a Dillian Whyte fight. He says he's only interested in the Usyk fight. And once again, it makes sense that he wants to fight against Usyk because that's for undisputed. But the problem is Usyk is unavailable at the time and there's no guarantee he's going to win that rematch against AJ. So regardless if Tyson is going to fight AJ or Usyk next, he probably has to wait almost a whole year to get that fight. I've already told you guys probably already know this by now, Dillian Whyte, he has knocked down Tyson Fury several times in sparring. And remember, that's with bigger gloves and headgear. Dillian Whyte is pretty much almost the same size as Tyson Fury in terms of weight. So he's not going to be outweighing Dillian Whyte 40 to 50 pounds like he was against Wilder. He's not going to be outweighing him the way he's going to be outweighing a much smaller Usyk. Everyone knows that Dillian Whyte is far more skilled than Deontay Wilder. So if a Deontay Wilder, who by his own admission was out on his feet the whole fight after the 3rd round, if he was able to give Tyson Fury a life and death type of fight, imagine what type of fight we would have if it's Dillian Whyte versus Fury, with him being much more skilled. And he's not going to be fighting Tyson Fury out on his feet. If Tyson Fury knocks out or beats Dillian Whyte, that would be more of an impressive win to me because he's fighting against a complete fighter. Someone who has a jab, throws combinations, counter punches, has a boxing IQ that we know Wilder never had. I've always told you guys, Wilder didn't beat fighters with his skill. He beat fighters with his will, his heart, and that right hand. Now, Usyk is another fighter who has tremendous skill, and he's a southpaw. But his problem is he's way smaller than Tyson Fury. If Usyk was even close to Tyson Fury's size, I definitely believe Usyk, he beats Tyson Fury hands down. Now, there's a lot of other younger heavyweights that definitely beats Tyson Fury in my opinion, but we know that Tyson Fury, he's not going to stick around to fight any of those guys. Just like Dillian Whyte said, Tyson Fury, he may just stick around for 6 months, think about what he wants to do, and then just up and retire, especially if he's forced to fight Dillian Whyte before he can get that unification bout between Usyk-Joshua winner. Because once again, Tyson Fury, he knows that that's going to be a very, very hard fight, and even more of a difficult fight than the Deontay Wilder fight. Sure, the Wilder fight was dangerous, but it was dangerous just for one reason, because of the right hand, like I keep telling you guys. Dillian Whyte is going to be a dangerous fight for many, many reasons. And I keep hearing people say, hey man, well, Dillian Whyte got knocked out. You guys don't understand the sweet science of boxing and the history of boxing. There are a lot of fighters that got knocked out by no-names, came back and became some of the greatest heavyweights. Lennox Lewis, for example, got knocked out by an old faded Oliver McCall and came back, avenged that loss, and became one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So that really has nothing to do with who's going to win this fight. We know that Tyson Fury, he's been knocked down by cruiserweights like Steve Cunningham, and every time Deontay Wilder landed a solid shot, he knocked him down. You guys have to excuse all the background noise. I'm over here at my daughter's swimming class right now. So I'll close out with saying this. Do you guys remember when you Tyson Fury fans, I'm talking about the real Tyson Fury fans, the UK fans, and the race fans in America, do you guys remember when you guys kept telling Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte when Deontay Wilder was trying to unify the belts and fight Anthony Joshua? And you guys kept saying he's ducking Dillian Whyte and he needs to fight him? Well, it's time to exert that same energy when it comes to Tyson Fury, because Tyson has no excuse not to take this fight. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man ScalpCarolinas on Instagram. Contact them at 704-499-3471 and make sure you follow them on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.